This is how to get credit cards if you have bad credit the right way. Listen, most people apply wrong, get denied, stack inquiries, and stay stuck. In the next 15 minutes, I'm going to show you the exact order, rules, and discipline banks reward. Now, let me be brutally honest with you. If your credit is bad, it's not because the system hates you, it's not because the banks are unfair, and it's definitely not just how things are. It's because somewhere along the line, bad decisions stacked up, missed payments, maxed out cards, ignoring balances, hoping things would work themselves out. I don't know how many times I've heard that. And if that offends you, good, because offense wakes people up. Right now, you're either getting denied for credit cards, getting approved for trash credit cards with brutal fees, or you're just simply scared to apply because your score is cooked. But here's the truth nobody ever explains to you. Bad credit does not mean you can't get approved. It means you have to play a different game. In this video, I'm breaking down the best credit cards for bad credit in 2026, how to use them the right way, and exactly how to force your score up so banks start chasing you instead of rejecting you. And if you follow the rules I lay out, not some of them, all of them, you will graduate to better cards, higher limits, and get your deposits back. So let's get to work. But first, let's talk about what bad credit actually means. And there's no sugarcoating here. So let's define reality. Most people watching this will fall into one of these ranges. 580 to 680, messy, but fixable. 520 to 579, you've got some serious damage. Under 520, you ignored problems too long. But here's the key mistake everyone makes. They obsess over the number, not the reason. Two people with the 560 are not the same borrower. If your score is low because high balances, utilization abuse, you're in way better shape than you think. But if your score is low because of recent late payments, collections, charge-offs in the last 12 months, approvals get harder, but not impossible. This video is about working with the system, not fighting it. I want you to burn these in and lock them in because these are non-negotiable credit rules that everyone should live by. Because before I name a single card, you need to understand the rules. Break these rules and nothing works. Let me repeat that again. If you break these rules, nothing works. Rule number 1, utilization stays under 10%, not 30%, not close enough. Under 10% at all times, and 0 should be the target goal. I want to say something a lot of people never say. You are a high risk borrower. We need to reduce our risk as much as possible. You carrying a balance shows the bank that you're not responsible yet. Now, rule number 2, secured cards equals 0 balance. Listen very clearly when I say this. You never carry a balance on a secured card ever. Remember, the golden rule is we're trying to reduce risk and build trust. Rule number 3, auto pay to equal the full statement balance. Minimum payments are for people who stay broke, and we're going to break that cycle. A little bonus here, never use your credit cards for things you cannot afford and you cannot pay off immediately. Rule number 4, one card at a time. You're rebuilding, not collecting Pokemon. Follow these rules and banks have no choice but to graduate you. Now, what do I mean by graduate you? They will take your secured card or your starter card and switch the product over to an unsecured card and give you your deposit back. That's what it means to graduate. And we want to graduate in 6 to 12 months at maximum. So we need to rebuild our foundation, and we're going to start with the Capital One Platinum card. I don't care what anybody says out there. If they hate on this card, they know nothing about credit. Because the Capital One Platinum card is a rebuild classic. Why it works? Because there's no annual fee. It's designed for subprime borrowers, otherwise people with bad credit, automatic account reviews, and Capital One expects you to improve. And after about 6 months of perfect behavior, they start increasing limits and offering product upgrades. And here's the power move that most miss. You can product change to a better card like a Quicksilver without a new hard inquiry. And everyone's gonna say, well, what's the catch? What's the downside? There's no rewards. This is a tool, it's not a flex. I'm gonna keep saying this. Remember, we are building trust and we are reducing risk. Now moving on to one of my favorites, Discover, the unsecured or secured. There are two versions, because Discover Bank is one of the most forgiving major banks. If Discover pre-approves you, approval odds are extremely high. Now don't forget, Discover Bank did merge with Capital One. So if you get into the Capital One family, now you have the opportunity to get into the Discover credit card family also, because it's the same house. So let's talk about why Discover is elite for rebuilding. It's strong credit limit growth, consistent graduation times, and one of the best secured cards in the game. Yes, Discover and Capital One announced a massive merger. No, it does not affect approvals right now, so treat them as separate opportunities. But remember, our goal here is we are rebuilding trust and we're reducing risk. So once we're in the family with Capital One, that's going to increase our chances to get in with Discover also. This is what I really truly love about this merger. A lot of people are hating on it, but listen, there can be some massive benefits for people out here that are rebuilding. Now let's talk about the big elephant in the room that everyone's gonna ask me about in the comments, secured cards. This is where people win or they lose. Let me say this very loud. Secured cards are not a step back, they are a strategic move if done right. Now here's how secured cards actually work. You deposit $200 to $500, that deposit becomes your limit. Banks report like a normal card, right? Seems pretty simple. Now listen carefully. If you keep utilization under 10%, never carry a balance, let's repeat that again, never carry a balance, and always make sure to auto pay the full statement balance, then the bank graduates you, refunds your deposit, and upgrades you to an unsecured card. Now what are the top secured cards? That's the biggest question I get. Now the number one is going to be Discover It's Secured. Number two is going to be the Capital One Platinum Secured. And number three is the Navy Federal Secured. This is how disciplined people force approvals. Now, of course, people are gonna say, well, I can't get into Navy Federal. There's the will, there's the way. I got plenty of videos out there. You just gotta go watch them. Now, here's one that a lot of people don't talk about. The Apple Card, if you're an Apple iPhone user, but you don't necessarily have to be, but the whole process is much more seamless if you do have an actual Apple iPhone. Because if you live in the Apple ecosystem, the Apple Card is clean and transparent. Now, why it's different? Because you see your limit before accepting. There's no hard inquiry to see what your limit is before you accept it. If you accept it and move forward, then there will be a hard inquiry. I've got a video that helps you work around that whole system also. Now there's also no annual fees, no late fees, real-time spending tracking, which I think is huge. I wanna give a special shout out to all my beasters out there that are working hard to fix their credit using DisputeBeast, the most advanced AI credit repair software ever created that comes with a 110% money back guarantee. But specifically to Luis. Luis's credit score went up 261 points after just one round with DisputeBeast. And Jency's credit score went up 225 points after just one round with DisputeBeast. But let's not forget James. James's credit score went up 207 points after just one round with DisputeBeast. DisputeBeast's link is going to be in the video description and pinned at the top of the comments for anyone that needs to fix their credit. Now it is issued by Goldman Sachs as of now. There's so much talk still going around. We still have not seen that the Apple Card has moved to anybody, and it's still with Goldman Sachs. Now, if you are denied, Apple gives you what's called a Path to Apple card. They literally tell you what to fix. This card rewards organization and discipline. This is why I'm a huge fan of it. This card isn't some massive flex or anything crazy. It's got decent rewards, but it's great for rebuilding if you do it all the right way. Now, one of the biggest hidden gems that a lot of people don't talk about is the Venmo credit card. It's a low risk check. Venmo has a rebuild friendly feature. If you're denied, it's only a soft inquiry. And it has decent rewards, a 3% top category, 2% second, and 1% everything else. Cash back goes straight into your Venmo balance. If you already use Venmo, this card just honestly fits naturally. Now, another hidden gem that nobody talks about is the PayPal credit card. You use it or lose it. It's great for online shoppers because you're gonna get 3% back on PayPal purchases, 1.5% everywhere else, and no annual fee, and it is issued by Synchrony Bank. Now, huge warning here that you need to be aware of. Synchrony Bank loves to close inactive accounts. Use it at least once every few months and you're gonna be fine, but understand, if you don't use it, they will shut it down. They don't care. Now, one of my top favorites is going to be Navy Federal Credit Union if you qualify. So if you qualify, Navy Federal is a cheat code. Why? Because they give out higher limits, faster growth, and relationship-based approvals. Now, people will say you need military affiliation, but you truly don't. It's either yours or your family's or someone in your family that got you in. It's totally possible. Understand, I've got a video about that also. But people routinely go from a secured to an unsecured, then a $500 limit all the way up to $5,000 plus limits. This is top tier rebuilding. But understand this, you may not have to go the secured credit card route with Navy Federal. If you build with them properly for 6 to 8 months and then go after a lower tier credit card like their platinum credit card, and you can walk in with a $5,000, $10,000, even $20,000 credit limit if you play your cards right and you build and establish a relationship properly with Navy Federal. Now, for the bigger elephant in the room, the cards that you must avoid, there's no exceptions here. You have to avoid these like they are the plague. Let's say this again, avoid these at all cost. Credit Ones, First Premier, Indigo, Destiny, Milestone, Surge, Reflex, and Fit. They approve you, then they bleed you with fees. Approvals without growth is a trap. Last part's the most important. Now, before people ask me the bigger question, retail cards, Mike, should I get a store credit card? Under controlled use only if they make sense and you're gonna actually use them responsibly without ever getting in debt. Because retail credit cards have the highest interest rate than any other type of credit card out there. And they are definitely set traps to help you fail in life. But there are store cards like the Amazon, Best Buy, Macy's, Home Depot. Easier approvals, high interest, and irrelevant, of course, if you pay in full. Remember that. If you pay in full, these interest rates mean absolutely nothing. And before I even get to the end, I almost forgot one of my bonus favorite credit cards. It's the Cred AI credit card, the unicorn card. There's no hard inquiry, there's no fees ever, and literally it will report a $1,500 line of credit even if you put $0 on that secured credit card. Let me repeat that. That's the Cred AI credit card. This isn't sponsored by them. I'm not being paid by any affiliate links. It is hands down one of the best bad credit friendly credit cards, even if you went through a bankruptcy. But I always highly recommend, if you went through a bankruptcy, that you start to rebuild with a credit union, but you can use the Cred AI credit card to start rebuilding immediately. Let me go ahead and end with this. Credit cards don't fix bad credit. Behavior does. Under 10% utilization at all times, no balances on secured cards, auto pay for full statement balance. Do this for 6 to 12 months and your score rises. Limits increase, better cards open up, and bad credit isn't permanent. Staying disciplined is. And if you have any collections, charge-offs, or negative items that you need to delete from your credit reports, make sure to watch this video right here because it's gonna show you how AI will do all the work for you, mail your letters, and it comes with a 110% money back guarantee. And if you felt that I brought you some value in this video, make sure that you don't forget and subscribe to increase your credit score.